artists. Today we are going to practice drawing in the style of Keith Haring. And sometimes you might want to make a pose that is like the dancers, or even little baby crawling, or somebody holding a heart, or you might want to add something with sports, people in different positions. We can have so many different ways to draw a person. And the first thing we need to do is just practice how to use stick figures that turn into bubble letters. So I start out with a circle for a head, and if I was going to choose, and we're going to draw maybe 4 different characters. So I'm going to make my paper very lightly draw 4 sections on my page. I'm going to make my first person kind of fit into this little square that I made, and I'm going to make it with the hands going out and the legs going out like they're jumping up in the air. So the legs are going to go out, the hands are going to go out, and then I'm going to make bubble letters around it. So with Keith Haring, you don't see much of the neck. You kind of just see the hands turn into like a little ball, and then it goes in. We're making the body go down and out, and the foot is kind of like another ball, but just on the top of the heel goes the whole length. You just see the tippy toes. And the lines that we drew in the middle are going to be erased. So those are our stick figure lines. We draw them light till we get them right. So then I'm going to erase those. And ta-da! I have my first stick figure that has bubbly letters. We could even put different like lines, like it's jumping in the air. It's going high up. You might even put some of his famous lines around the outside. Maybe your next one, we could make it a dancer. So I'm going to make the top is the head, the stick figure body would go down, one leg would go out, down, and like a backwards L. The other leg is also going to be copying that leg, but a little bit smaller. So it's going to go out, down, and a little line, sort of like a lightning bolt. And one arm goes out, down and up, and the other arm goes out and up. And I could add these little circles on the ends if I have a hard time making them like little knobs on the ends. So I'm going to go around, down, and now I'm just adding the bubble around the whole stick figure. And this line you could do in marker, you could do it in crayon, you could do it in pencil, and then just color it in whatever way you'd like later. Maybe even make that a little larger. And then erase your center stick figure lines. And there, we have a dancer. If yours isn't as wide as you'd like it, you can always add another line. Maybe his tummy was too skinny. But since we're using pencil first, it's like awesome. So this time I'm going to have you guys choose whichever you would like to do. I'm going to try and do a swimmer. So I just see it as a stick figure person again. His arm goes out and down like he's doing a swimming stroke. And there's just his body. And there's a big wave. I might even make my waves wavier. And then this time, I'm going to add that bubble around it. Look at that. It's just a few simple lines, and it looks like there's a person swimming. The wave might be over that side. It looks like there's a person swimming. And I could even add more fun waves. Maybe his head needs to be a little bit bubblier too. And he's in water, so he's obviously making bubbles every time he blows up and down. So that is my wave man taking a nice swim. I can't wait till we can go swimming in the warm weather. And you can make your own different stick people. You can even just make it up as you go along. Here's a person just standing up, and his arms are going to go across. But what would be in his hands? Oh, I don't know. Maybe in both hands. I'll find out in a second. So I'm going to make these big bubble around it. Just like how we do bubble letters. We make the lines of the normal letter first and then make a bubble around it. Maybe in this hand he has a heart. Maybe in this hand he has a peace sign. Look at that. We could do peace and love. And Keith Haring's people don't have a face on them, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I could erase all the little lines inside and then figure out how would I add different cool lines in the background or patterns around him, and just have fun practicing different stick figures that turn into awesome bubble letter kind of figures. Have fun!